Welcome back. For all of the beauty products released into the market every day, eye cream is one that is recommended most. So we have Jill Coleman here to show us some of those important things and treatments to put underneath our eyes, around our eyes.
I'm still freaking out about the eagle. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in the studio.
I think after that, and our eyes are wide open,
I keep thinking if she got loose and we'd all be screaming, it'd be like Jurassic Park. It'd be like really crazy. But no, my number one question all the time, and my number one area for ladies is their eyes, around their eyes, and that's my issue. I mean, I think my skin looks pretty good. I work really hard on it, but I'm always on that quest for eye cream.
Right.
And I get tons and tons. What do I do? I have bags, I have puffy eyes, I have dark circles.
It's where the age shows, unfortunately.
And that's the reason for that is our skin is thinner there. And so we age faster there. And so that is totally correct. And one of my number one questions is, Jill, when should I start using an eye cream? So we have two models today. You should start using eye creams in your 20s, early 20s, 19, 20 years old. You don't wait until you're 52 like me to put on eye cream. It's a little too late. And so I have two beautiful models today. We're gonna show you some really fantastic eye products that are inexpensive, that work, and do a really beautiful job. And then some crazy fun stuff too that I usually do for my brides or my mothers of the brides, or if you have a special event that you want to do. And the first one, because I work for an eye surgeon, eyes and eye care come hand in hand for what I do. And so remember when you take off your makeup, ladies, the first thing you can do is take off your eye makeup gently. So we carry something from Dermalogica. It's the Soothing Eye Makeup Remover, and it's, I'm going to squeeze out a little bit here. What's nice about this one, for my ladies who have had LASIK surgery, wear contacts, and then my ladies who have eyelash extensions, it's not going to remove the glue. So this is one that Dr. Bergstrom really highly recommends. It's, people who have allergies to different eye things can use this one. It runs around $20. We carry it all the time. So if you have really, really sensitive eyes, contacts, allergies, have had LASIK surgery, eyelash extensions, is something you can do. So number one thing you can do around your eyes is take off your makeup gently.
That's so smooth.
Don't be, and you know what, don't pull. When you take off your eye makeup, I see people doing this, literally taking it and rubbing from their inner to the outer. What you're doing is you're pulling all that eye tissue, and so you're breaking it down. So what I recommend is I'm going to show, first I'm going to go on little Brianna here. This is a one that we sell. It's for stress, it's for dark circles, and it's for puff, and it's brand new, and I've been trying it myself. I don't, before I ever put anything on the air or we sell it at Dr. Bergstrom's, I want to make sure that it works. Because I don't want to sell it to somebody and say, well, you tried this and didn't work. But this is for people who get dark circles, have that puff in the morning, their eyelids are starting to fall a little bit, but need that little extra perk. And what's cool about it, it has this really, really unique thing on the end. And so what you do is you don't need very much. You're just going to dot it. I'm just going to have Brianna look right at me, and you're just going to dot it here, here, and here. 3 little dots. And of course, I don't want to squirt it in her eye today. And a few on the bottom here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to push it up and hold it. Okay? Push and hold. And that's going to help the people who have that, starting to get that hooded eyelid that's starting to sag a little bit. It's going to help tighten it up. And what I love about that is then you can go in and around, and then you're going to go around the eye and soft. So instead of pulling, you have this glider. See how it glides around the eye? And you're going to go from the outer corner to the inner corner of the eye. And that way you're not stretching and pulling on that skin. And you let this sit on the eye and see how it's not goopy or thick. Which a lot of eye creams are. And I just hate that feeling around my eyes. And sometimes I have allergies to things. So there, I barely used any. It's going to sit on her eye in 3 minutes. If you have any leftover that hasn't absorbed into the eye, then you're just going to pat it in. And this stuff, you can use this night and day, and I really, really like it. Whoop, I'm going to get caught on my cord. The other one I really like, I have Addie over here, and what's really cool for Addie is, now she's a younger girl. When I talk about girls in their early 20s, we're going to put just a little squirt on her, and we're going to put it again around where her crow's feet would start. These young, beautiful things, they never even have any of that. And for her, I'm going to use my ring finger, and I'm going to tap it in. I'm not going to pull it all. And you're going to be able to get all that in under her eye very gently, like this. Of course, she's on TV today, so she's got a full face, but look how this is an organic formula. It's primarily for moisture and little baby fine lines. She doesn't even have fine lines, but what we're doing is we're putting that moisture back into her skin and protecting that eye area. Now this is something that I would have Addie buy and use every single day, day and night.
Okay.
And then as she gets older and develops more fine lines, then we'll switch to something else like what we did with Brianna.
Yeah.
So this is just a beautiful product. I'll make sure I get it on the other side for her too.
So just lightly dabbing,
Tap with
not
your ring
pulling.
finger, right. You don't want to pull in any direction around the eye tissue. And you start with that when they're very young. You start when you're about 20 like Addie, and you protect those eyes. That's going to keep that moisture under the eye and keep it soft and protected. It's really, really a beautiful product. Really, really fun. And then I have fun things too, like besides these eye products, if those ladies that have severe bags under their eyes, and you know who they are, I'm starting to get them. Dr. Bergstrom, we can actually do a filler.
Wow.
And that's something that Dr. Bergstrom or I can do, but we inject under the eye trough. And we can help with that. But that's something that's for very severe bags, and you need to come in for a consult for that.
Right.
So just don't go to, you know, a spa and have them fill under your eyes. You need to see an eye surgeon first, have that recommendation in that consult, and then treat it, because that's something that's even more severe.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And some other fun products is, look at these. You got to hold these up. Are these not a riot?
These
look at
look
this.
like something you do with your girlfriends eating a slice of pizza.
That's exactly right. And you know, people say, oh, do they really work? Do they really work? They put in moisture for the day. There's something to do if you have a special occasion the next day, which is super, super fun.
Yeah.
And something to do with a girlfriend, but just if you need extra moisture. And they do work. They actually do work. Let's see if you can get one on Addie here and one on Brianna. We'll each do an eye here. And what's nice about
It
them,
goes underneath it.
It goes underneath her eye. Here, I'll put the picture for you. There you go.
There it is.
And I would say normally I would have you wash your hands, but for today's purposes, it'll just be for fun. So I'm going to have you grab one.
Ooh,
They're kind of slimy.
slippery suckers.
But this is really great. Again, if you have
Which
allergies.
side's the front? Either?
Yep, either side.
Coming over to
This
you.
little skinnier one should go towards the outside of the eye to help you.
Okay.
But what's really fun about
Coming
this,
in.
yeah, he's coming in. What's great about these is my ladies that have allergies that get so puffy, this helps calm them down a little bit too.
Does that
And
feel
we don't know
okay?
if they're going to stick, because usually you're laying down.
Now face this way so people can see.
Yeah.
I did it. It almost
did
is like
it.
a little football marker.
Yeah,
but for
exactly.
beauty.
But see, these can stay on the eye just about 10 minutes, and they actually have extra fluid. So when you're done taking them off, again, do that light tap and get that extra, all the beautiful peptides and vitamins that are in these, and you can, you know what, you could do this right before you go to bed, take them off.
Does it feel like it's gonna slip?
A little.
Really? So maybe I didn't.
Tap it on there a little bit. But it's really, again, another thing, if you've had a cold, these feel really good. You know, I have a lot of ladies who actually even put them in the refrigerator. Again, this isn't going to get rid of your wrinkles and fine lines,
Right.
but it's something to help with puffiness, especially for a special occasion. Another thing is I always talk about sun protection. You know, ladies, remember how I talk about sunscreens? You know, around the eye, when you're wearing those big Jackie O glasses, good job.
Yes.
Because that's what you need. It's also going to protect your eyes and that delicate tissue around the eye from aging. You know, and also help with different eye diseases like macular degeneration that people get because they've been out in the sun. So really, really, really nice. So you can find any of these products where I work.
Right.
Again, another really helpful tip is when people are washing their face, they take a really nubby washcloth usually, or they use those Clarisonics, and they go way too close to the eye.
Yeah.
I know you need to remove your eye makeup, but use something like an eye makeup remover that's designed for that.
Right.
And then take a very, very soft washcloth and do very gently around the eye. I'm going to have you open this up too. This is actually a cloth. It's a sponge cloth, and there's different brands. We, of course, sell Dermalogica, but there's different ones at different places you can find. And what that is you wet it, and you can remove your makeup with it, with a product, but it's gentle around the eyes.
And let's remind people too where they can go and see you for if they want the consult or maybe some of the products.
I'm at Bergstrom Eye and Laser. And again, if you have really severe eye problems or you need some more the generic, Dr. Bergstrom, you can make an appointment with him. For the more medical aesthetic side with me, come and see me and we'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. All right, thank you, Jill.
Thank you so much.
And when we come back, we're going to be getting a luau on here